I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, D. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run with Miller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Nice play, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming at 61. Matchbox, right. Ready.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 6 orange.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Love. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set, 2, 8, read. I'm coming. Alpha. 52 is the mic. Bring it on in, right? 52 is the mic. Let's go.
On first and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Chopper.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yo, son. Yo, lady. I got you.
Darnold on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
Here we go, son. 56. Mutt's 56. 56 to Mutt.
Darnold now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready. And we got 80 weapons. 80 weapons. Got the run. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's got the hook up to Lee. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Lee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Let's put that team on the box. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. Bravo. I know he ain't got it.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
General, West.
Lamar Miller. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Slip. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. And go.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Red 90. Wolf. Yeah. You don't want none. Grace don't travel.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day.
Here's the 2nd and 7. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
What you got, Heavy?
Back to throw. Love looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Looking to throw. Love. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Uzomah, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now it's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Matchbox, light. Ready, go.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And Tate's got it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Love. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Here I come. Sika. Check Sika. Check now. Check Neo.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check. Crunch. 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 Go.
From the gun. Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Darnold. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Mike is 59.
The 37-yard line.
Watch out. Watch out. Here we go.
Another carry now for Edmonds. Oh, what a juke into space. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Caught by Cobb. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off down at the 2. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Lewis here on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Love, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Red, H3, 218, chopper. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 36.
On first down. It's Lewis. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the safety. 80 weapon.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Completes it to Lee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Let's go now. Double time. General, rest. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. Miller, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Back to throw. Love. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
No. 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down. It's Lewis. And a short gain here down to the 22. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the slant.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Complete. This is Lewis. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down. 60 outside. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Open man is Uzama. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Back. Recon. 132 fight. Ready to go.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Ready, ready. 30 pace. Let's go. Knocked it up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Dog. Check 43. Set. Go.
And they'll give Miller another crack. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Uzama with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his target, it's Cobb. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Darnold to throw again, and it's caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. To the air again, Darnold. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Texans. The kicker.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Got it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Check. 61. Matchbox. Right. Check. Let's go.
This is Miller. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Love. And this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go, son. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Son, we got man.
On first and 10, Darnold. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for the Texans. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Feels like I'm Italian. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails and the fire. five-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. There's my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, you wanna make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.